Hi, I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac. As our story opens, the Penguin has a new scheme going. A restaurant?
Delighted, Mrs. Van Swank. It's charming of you to honor my humble establishment. This way, please.
At least he's upfront about it. Among those rich people are millionaire Bruce Wayne with his youthful ward Dick Grayson, of course. You have to say it that way, it's an official city regulation. And his pals, Commissioner Gordon and Chief O'Hara, with Aunt Harriet, of course. Meanwhile, Alfred is probably home eating mac and cheese out of a box. It's just not fair. The food is outstanding and everyone is cheering the Penguin's rehabilitation. It's obvious he's completely rehabilitated since he still goes by the name Penguin.
I have one small question, though.
Hmm?
The strange system you have for ordering food.
Strange?
Yes, instead of giving the waiter our orders, we're required to write them out on individual slips of paper.
I was struck by the oddness of that myself.
Why?
To get samples of all you millionaires' handwriting, I would think that's obvious.
Oh, efficiency, Miss Wayne.
Oh.
Efficiency.
Pretty fishy, if you ask me.
Chief O'Hara, what kind of way is that to address our generous host?
All right, I apologize.
Accepted.
I think O'Hara's quacking is more annoying than Penguin's.
Oh, my sweet lady. I do hope that you're enjoying your dinner.
Oh, yes, everything's lovely.
The smoke in my eyes and up my nose is especially pleasant. Do please keep waving that thing at me.
Well, thank you. In that case, I'll just thank you very much.
Oh, merciful heavens to Betsy, my diamond bracelet is gone.
Hold it, you crooked bird.
Chief O'Hara.
All right, open your Miss Penguin. I saw you licked it.
You dratted fellow, underhand me.
Good gravy. What a stupid, clumsy crime.
It's so clumsy, Bruce can't buy it. He suggests consulting Batman.
Oh, who needs Batman? Take me to prison.
That does it. When this pompous, waddling master of foul play all but asks to be arrested. Thanks for the advice, Bruce. I'll call Batman at once. I think I saw a phone booth in the lobby.
Excuse me, Aunt Harriet, I have a call of my own to make.
He needs to make sure Alfred has enough mac and cheese. This is gonna be good, isn't it?
Alfred, where are you?
I'm in the Batcave, sir. I was dusting the anti-crime computer.
In a few seconds, the bat phone will be flashing. Switch it into this line, will you?
Very good, sir.
This is gonna be good.
Hello?
I'll summon him at once, sir.
We're in luck. Batman's at home.
Ah, wonderful.
You don't know how much I wish I could just let this run. Copyright crap.
Yes, Commissioner.
A strange and baffling crime at the Penguin's Nest restaurant. Can you meet me here at once?
It may take a little longer than that, Commissioner.
Well, don't worry, Batman. I'll wait for you.
Oh hey, I'm already here. Oops.
He's on his way.
Splendid.
And so are we. I've just lost all my appetite. Do you mind, Bruce?
Of course not, my dear. Whatever you say.
And that was a foregone conclusion. To the bat poles. At the restaurant, Penguin is adamant that he's guilty and needs to be put away.
You make something of this enigma, Batman?
It sticks out like Penguin's nose.
Hey, let's not get personal.
For some sinister reason, that pompous bird wants to be arrested. Good heavens.
But why?
They had to call Batman in to figure that out. Just ponder that for a moment.
I can't imagine, but it's obviously his ploy stealing that bracelet under your very eyes.
And the Penguin wants to be arrested.
Precisely, Robin. The way to foil his plot is to do just the opposite.
Are you certain you know what you're doing, Batman?
I haven't a clue what I'm doing. I'm a member of your police force, remember?
We'll soon find out, Commissioner.
They tell him he's free to go. They're willing to overlook this little lapse. He goes a little bonkers.
Oh, it's impossible. It's monstrous. Okay, Penguin.
The chief goes to arrest him, but Batman says no.
No, he was simply overwrought with astonishment. Anyone could make the same mistake. Right, Commissioner?
Of course. Anything you say, Batman.
But next time, make it chocolate. Batman says Penguin's operations center must be in the kitchen next door, so we'll go outside and head up there by Batrope. Meanwhile, Penguin is still furious.
That pestilential pair. The one time in my life that I wanted to get arrested, and they pop in and block it.
Down, Pengy Poopsie, don't lose your cool.
Batman always calls these gun malls poor deluded creatures. In her case, I can believe it. The handle of Penguin's umbrella starts flashing, which means Batman is nearby. Batman, in the meantime, still hasn't figured out how alarm-happy Penguin is, so he and Robin just keep climbing.
It's sure a shame, Batman. A restaurant with such terrific chow turning out to be a mere front for some criminal scheme.
Look at it this way, Robin. That $100 cover charge is pretty stiff. Penguin's terrific chow is hardly within the budget of the average worker.
Anybody else hear some hauntingly familiar music?
Gosh, yes, you're right, Batman. All the needy people in the world, the hungry children.
Good thinking, Robin.
Oh, it's you, Batman. Gave me quite a start.
They gave him a start.
Yes, citizen, you may return to your harpsichord.
We're on official business.
Oh.
If you don't know who that was, check IMDb. Too bad he didn't do a signature line. They reach the restaurant level, look in the window, and see...
You're a traitor, Mr. Blue. You betrayed us all. Death to traitors!
Great Scott! Holy firing squad!
Because that didn't look like a setup at all, especially with the cheap pyrotechnics and total lack of blood.
Rat it. Caught red-handed, ain't I?
Yes. And no, Penguin.
Yes and no. The eye!
Busted. Batman says you'll finally get your wish. You're under arrest.
It's outrageous. How soon, insidious upstarts. You have absolutely no right to do this to me. How dare you? How dare you confine a super criminal of my ilk in this petty city jail all night?
You're in here for violating the sanitary code.
What?
Article 69B, forbidding the discharge of umbrella guns in the kitchen of a licensed restaurant.
They have an ordinance specifically for umbrella guns in kitchens. Apparently this happens a lot.
Here we are. Layout of the state pen. Maximum security wing.
That's Penguin's permanently reserved cell, number P1.
Permanently reserved cell. So Warden Crichton expects his rehabilitation techniques not to work on the Penguin.
With a connecting door to cell Q7.
Now to find out what criminal presently occupies Q7.
Why do the cells have passageways to each other? Especially in an all-men's prison, that could encourage all kinds of ideas that would be inappropriate for this show.
Cell Q7, presently occupied by Barney F. Baxter, alias Ballpoint Baxter.
Yes, Ballpoint. That ugly master of forgery.
And suddenly, Penguin collecting all those handwriting samples from millionaires and other rich people takes on a whole new dimension.
I get it. Penguin planned to take those samples to the state pen and have Ballpoint transfer them to checks.
Right, Robin. One of the most brilliant forgery schemes we've ever uncovered.
I still see a flaw. He's in the pen for several years. So what good does it do him to have checks with those people's signatures on them? He can't do anything with them. He might smuggle the checks out with one of his gang and they could gather the cash, but that just means the gang is living high while Penguin eats prison food. Unless he has an escape in mind, this doesn't seem that brilliant.
But gosh, how would Ballpoint lay his mitts on blank check forms in the state penitentiary?
Good question, Robin. Let's call Warden Crichton and find out.
Warden Crichton has his own bat phone line? Or does this one only call out and he can't call in? Batman wakes him from his afternoon nap to ask if Ballpoint could get his hands on blank check forms.
No trouble at all. You'd merely have to order them from the prison print shop.
He wears pajamas, a nightcap, and a sleep mask to take an afternoon nap in his office. Methinks the warden may be a little pampered.
You mean prisoners can order blank check forms from the print shop?
Certainly, Batman. The idea is to teach them how to handle their personal finances in a responsible fashion.
And that's why there's no oversight and nobody monitoring what they do in case they're up to something.
Once they leave these grim walls and rejoin society.
I see. Another first. Another of your advanced penological techniques.
Stop giggling, Robin.
Right. Why? Do you think it's unwise, Batman?
I don't know. I've always had boundless admiration for your efforts, Warden, but sometimes I
think you're a blithering idiot.
Just don't know.
Or that. They decide to set a trap. Go ahead and put Penguin in his cell, let him make contact with Ballpoint, and then nab him. That's a Batman-worthy plan, but how about this? Move Ballpoint to a new cell, then put Penguin in his. Plot foiled, Penguin in prison. But at the jail, Penguin is calling the gang on a secret radio hidden in his umbrella. Because any sensible jail would let him keep his umbrella even though he's been known to have a gun in there. His gang appears at the door with a catered dinner for the Penguin.
Do you know what this is? This is an electrical metal detector. And if there's a hacksaw blade in this pie, this metal detector is going to detect it.
How fascinating.
Wow. High voltage battery pie sure worked the way the Penguin said it would.
I think it detected some... Never mind.
Curious. That door was open.
Maybe Penguin has plans for a jail transfer of his own.
Let's find out, shall we?
Thanks for the help, Batman. I'll just keep lying here unconscious. It's nice that neither of you noticed what you jumped over when you came in. Fight time.
You red-breasted roadrunner!
What the devil?
Dynamic duo, look!
Chief O'Hara to the rescue. Penguins, that is. They take him hostage and make their escape.
Tell Batman the old abandoned Navy Recreation Center, the swimming pool. It's his last chance to see Chief O'Hara alive.
How much time do I have to think about it?
We're on our way, Penguin. Just one question. Do you promise a fair duel? Robin and I against you and your mangy mob.
Of course, Batman, of course. Fair play is Penguin's middle name.
I always thought it was Irving. He bought that at the pool electrifier shop downtown.
You know my amusing scheme.
They come in, we shoot.
That counts as a fair duel because Batman wasn't specific. He just said us against you. He didn't say they couldn't shoot him on sight.
Tiggity?
I pushed that trunk containing Chief O'Hara into the pool.
Let me out of this infernal hamper. No difference. What's the idea? Let me out.
And as the dynamic duel's bullet-riddled bodies hit the drink, I'll turn on the high-voltage switch. At 100,000 volts, electrifying the entire swimming pool.
He's going to electrocute their already dead bodies. Why? Or is the electricity for O'Hara's benefit? But he'll drown anyway, so why bother with the electricity? Something doesn't compute here. But there's no time to ponder it now. Here comes the Batmobile. Of course it's purple, isn't yours?
Crossfire and electrocution. Looks like the end. Have our heroes ever been in a nastier spot?
Well, yes, many times in fact, but we're not supposed to remember that. It's nice to see the Penguin back after the disaster that was Shane. And as long as he has a plan for getting out of the prison, it's a pretty good scheme. Will it work? What do you think? Until next time, I'm Irving and I'm an Adamaniac.
Batman and Robin, stay away! For your own sakes, stay away!